How I made over $3,000 yesterday on my Shopify brand. Everything you pretty much need to know. Let's go. All right. So basically, this is the Shopify brand here. I'm building multiple Shopify brands at the moment. So this is just one of them. This brand is a bit limited because of the product and inventory. So I'm building others that I'll scale well beyond 6, 7 figures monthly as the product starts moving. You can see that today, I don't know what today is going to look like, but today is 45% better than yesterday. And in the last 7 days, the brand has done $18,000 in sales. Now, between marketing ad spend, which I'll get into, spent a fraction of that. I think probably spent about $1,500. This brand has been built up over a period of time, and that's the benefit of it. Is the margins get bigger the more you build the brand. So, what do I do to get a conversion rate this high? I use my theme, which is the Debutify theme. You can get a 7-day free trial. Go check it out. It has all the widget sections and that in there. Got partnerships. You can get your domain. You can get reviews. Everything. So basically, it's just you can build your store super quick. It's even got a store builder that makes it even faster for you. So basically, you got fulfillment, everything in there, because we work with a number of key partners that help with all of this as well, from reviews to fulfillment to domains. Built all of that out because you really want to build out your store quick, make it high quality but quick, and that's what's really important. So that then you can focus on the marketing. For product research, you can use a number of tools. It's like I use Zik Analytics. I find Zik Analytics is really, really good. I think it's undervalued in my eyes. I think it's a really good tool, really good team. They put a lot of effort in, good platform. You can go check it out and start a free trial. When it comes to, though, doing deep competitor research on Facebook ads, because I use Facebook ads, I use Foreplay. My team mainly use that now. I use it for all my brands, and I'm going to be building more and more to build out my marketing division, to look at ads, download the transcriptions, and then basically, I have it somewhere over here, one of the other tabs. I use my tool Smarter UGC, where I can make AI-powered UGC videos. Now, this isn't available to the public. You can join the waitlist. So in the meantime, use Creatify. It's a good tool. Obviously, I'm promoting a competitor, but at the end of the day, you want to get results straight away, right? So this is a really good tool, and I've used it quite a bit. I think it's really, really good. When it comes to the integration on Facebook, just literally use the Facebook sales channel. It's free. It'll be in your app sales channels. It's free. Open it up. Basically, and I'm going to go into it. Basically, it'll help you set up your Facebook page, Instagram. It doesn't set up your WhatsApp. Don't worry about WhatsApp immediately, but WhatsApp as you grow is actually, I think, going to be very much the future. I'm going to be focused a lot on that, especially via email marketing, abandoned cart recovery. And it'll set up your pixel, your ad account, and get you going there as well. But there are some caveats and some drawbacks that I wanted to get into when it comes to this. It's really important. We're in the day and age of Andromeda and AI, and that's only going to become more and more prevalent as media buyers. You're meant to do less in Facebook ads. So the reality is you need to focus very much on your pixel data and everything, and your catalog data being very clean. For instance, I run a number of Advantage Plus catalog ads, and they absolutely crush it. And I'm going to get into that in just a moment. For abandoned cart recovery, I use my app, naturally, which is Predictamount. Now, again, this has only just come out, so it is in beta, 100% free. But there are other ones as well if you prefer more established ones. But I'm big on email marketing, email, SMS, WhatsApp. I think is the future with AI. So I'm going to be pushing, more and more of this. So I'm using it. I partly use this for my own brands to test so that I can find all the faults. That's the best way to do it. It's like, I use Debutify Theme on my brand so that then my team finds all these faults, so that, before it becomes a prevalent issue for customers. I think it's one of the best ways to run business is to actually run a business, make profit, and actually then relay it to customers so that way you're proactively fixing things. But anyway, for reviews, you can use tools like Looks. Obviously, I own Debutify Reviews as well, but I'll be honest, Looks is better. My app is, there's a number of reasons. I just don't think it's that good. I'm not going to lie to you. For my banking, in terms of financial, for transfers, cards, and backup billing and everything, because I use Shopify billing mainly because I want to try and use as well Shopify Collective. You have to have Shopify payments for that, but Airwallex is phenomenal, right? $6 billion value company. You can go follow the guy on X, the founder, fantastic. I think that they're doing big things, and they're only going to get bigger and bigger. There's so much there. It's 100%. Well, it's free. Otherwise, it's like $29 a month. But to transfer around the world, have your banking and that all in one place, absolutely pays for itself in like 5 seconds flat. When it comes to my copy, I just literally use my Meta Ads Copy Wizard. This is a free GPT. I just pin it to the side here. Probably had to blur it out because of a few other things. And basically, I put in, what the copy is and what the transcription is. And I said, make me primary text, headline, and and description. And so that way, then I have all of that, because you want to, these days, when you run ads, especially on Facebook, you want to be running it as Advantage Plus and flexible ads. I think are the future, and as well as that, catalog ads, right? A lot of people don't talk about Advantage Plus catalog ads, but as you build out a brand, Advantage Plus catalog ads absolutely fucking destroy it, right? You should be doing it, right? Let's go into the ad account now and let's have a look, right? So I've only got 3 campaigns. The goal is to have less campaigns, right? Now, obviously, I have to blur out some information here. And I've only recently optimized this. I've been just so busy. Truthfully, I haven't had enough of a look. And I actually found just before this, I was like, shit, man, I need to be optimizing this. I need to get my media buyer onto managing this a bit better. But anyway, it's just that you can see here, what's this? That's the last 30 days. Let's look at the last 7 days. Last 7 days, $1,000. Now, this is AUD. The store is in AUD too. So for full transparency, that $1,000 spent, right? And you can see that, the more that you spend, the more your cost per purchase goes up, right? I've always said that the more you spend, your cost per purchase will always go up. The less you spend, if you're getting results, that's why the ROAS is higher there, but that's why it's a juggling act. As you scale, your cost of purchase will go up, your ROAS will go down. But I'm now scaling this one, and I'm going to see, because this one actually is doing really, really, really well. It has spent a third and nearly gotten over a third, but the ROAS is much higher, right? And the ad set is a no interest targeting, right? So no interest targeting. I literally do nothing. I leave the ages, gender, and I only put location, as in for Australia for this one. And boom, away it goes. It's getting sales, and like you can see here, what's this? 8.62 ROAS, right? Now my Google Ads is running that as well, but I've stuffed up the conversion tracking. I'm going to get that fixed up. I don't know. They changed something with the Google Ads conversion tracking where the tag doesn't properly work, and that's why you want to probably start using third-party tools as you scale as well, because Facebook and that is fantastic to start off with, but as you start scaling, you should be using tools like WeTracked, for example. That really, really help. I'm not affiliated with them. I just think they're a really good tool. I'm actually planning to build one of these tools as well, because as I build a lot of brands, and as you build a lot of brands, whether you're built in e-commerce and dropshipping and D2C, conversion tracking is so important, right? And as marketers, we should be looking at every single one, because especially now with AI, your goal is more hands off, right? So having strong conversion tracking is so important, because I'm sure this is somewhat wrong, where my ROAS is probably actually maybe a 10. And if I know it's a 10, then the AI is going to learn even more and make me more money, right? So paying for these tools becomes completely essential, right? As you scale, especially in e-commerce, where it's mainly just paid ads as well. Now, I didn't include it as well, but you should be doing influencer marketing and stuff as well. I'll have that in other videos. I'm not going to get into that today. I just sort of remembered it. I'm doing this sort of last minute. Now, I'm just in here, right? And so one of the things I wanted to show is, it's really important that you get all the back end set up, right? And so once you have it set up, you never really have to touch it, right? So make sure your catalog is associated with a source, which is your pixel, right? So make sure it is, because by default it won't. It's stupid, right? That's where the integration won't do it. It's fucking stupid. So make sure that has it set up, and make sure you have full permissions as well. Believe it or not, that sounds retarded, but it actually is a real thing that will happen. And then when you go to run Advantage Plus campaign, catalog campaigns, it won't work. As I said back in the ads manager here, this top campaign is just a catalog campaign. I'm not even running UGC, but like this second one is running UGC, and it's doing well too, right? So you should be doing both, but catalog campaigns do well, right? A lot of people don't talk about it because it's all just UGC these days. It's the big hype, but you should be doing catalog. It is so fucking stupidly easy. Literally, you connect your catalog and boom, and you run some copy, boom, and it works, because catalogs work across all sales channels, across all placements, really, really easily, because it's just images, and it just automatically is optimized because of the integration, and Shopify do all the legwork and Facebook do all the legwork for you. So it's literally just absolutely money on the table that you're missing out on if you're not doing it. So you should be doing that as well. You won't look at this much. I haven't renamed it because this is a sort of testing pixel in that as well. But you should make sure you name it properly, especially as you have multiple e-com brands, because a lot of people build a lot of e-com brands. You start scaling one, you want to build another, because you'll find it becomes very copy paste, and that's why I'm building more. For those wondering, I build SaaS and ecom brands. My SaaS are now working well, and I've stepped back from that as more just sort of handling sort of day-to-day spot fires, and now I'm building more brands and wanting to honestly build my personal brand again. Anyway, but is that you go in here, and this is your catalog, right? So this is where you check under your settings, you check your product. Now, as you scale, definitely look into this, right? And you can look at your shop as well, because you can integrate that with your Facebook shop and your Instagram shop. And you look under your settings, make sure everything is set up there as well. It takes a few minutes. Just have a look, right? Seriously, just have a look. It'll take 5 seconds and look at your business assets, right? And then the other thing is your events manager, right? So obviously I'm going to blur out a few things here, but make sure you look under your events manager and make sure that you have like automatic website matching on. Now these are test ones, so that's why I don't care. But track events automatically without code, turn that on as well. And I strongly recommend that you test events, right? You can use the Facebook Pixel Helper. It's a free Chrome extension. And for those using other AI browsers, it also integrates with that as well. And that you go to your website and you'll be able to see it firing, right? Actually just sort of test it and make sure. You want to make sure as well, and check your diagnostics. Every month something breaks. So you want to check in there and just double check as well. It's really, really important because, as I said, now thanks to AI and Andromeda, you want to stay on top of all this information as much as possible so that you're not behind, and that you're basically, because you're stepping back and you'll be having more time to focus on AI, UGC, your catalog ads and split testing ads. You don't want to be looking at your pixel and everything. So that's why I want to make sure it's as accurate as possible. There are things that always change. I have conversion tracking issues too. You can use Google Tag Manager and everything as well. So there's a lot of different solutions out there for it. So I'm not going to get too heavily into it. There's plenty of channels on just conversion tracking, so you can learn about that as well. But one of the sort of go-to tools that you're meant to use in many regards, for those wondering, is Google Tag Manager. So you have one tag on your website, and all your tags go into Google Tag Manager. So as you have like a Google Tag expert, then you can do extreme stuff. But that's a super long-term thing. That's more for like enterprise. So, but in the beginning, just use the Facebook sales channel. I wanted to add this in though, because I think it is super, super important. Because these days, basically, you're doing as minimal as possible, like in here as well. Now, I should also add, obviously, I'm running remarketing. So under your audiences as well, for those wondering, I have videos on it as well. Under audiences, you can do things like, view content stuff as well. Also run DPA ads, and in the DPA remarketing, it has it all in the ad set structure. So you can do prospecting or remarketing. Do 14-day VC, literally say, hey there, we see you haven't completed your order, come back and buy, stock is running low. Literally, that's the copy I run word for word. And if you're stuck on that, just as I said, go back to the meta ads copy wizard, and that's pretty much it, right? There is no magic bullet to this, right? I will say a few things, right? That I think that having a mentor is not that important as much these days, now that AI is doing a lot of the legwork for you. Now that you're doing less campaigns, you're leaving it for longer. All you need to do is either hire someone or do it yourself and make a shitload of AI UGC. For those wondering as well, you should look into tools like N8N. I'm building out flows with my team. N8N is an AI automation tool that brings a lot of tools together using APIs, so you can make custom, extremely unique workflows, so that way you can spam things like AI UGC. As I build that out, I'll be sharing more of that as well. But I just sort of wanted to make this video, right? This is one of the brands I'm building. I'm building my other brand in the nail. That's properly launching Q1, activewear Q1, and launching one this week, which is women's shapewear, and building one on supplements that is going to be supplements for health and fitness, and then one on gamer subs, because I love gamer subs, and also a medical brand, right? I've found a supplier that I can actually use essentially to drop ship, where extremely certified products in that as well. So, try and spend time to find these really good suppliers. The harder the product is for people to market, the less people are going to market it as well, right? So also think of that. And that's why I take time as well. That's why this brand's doing so well too, is because it's a very unique product and it's very hard for others to replicate. As a result, it doesn't scale very high. So you build other brands, but nonetheless, it is highly profitable, right? And so you should be focused on that, right? Like I see on X all the time that everyone's spamming that they're doing 50, 80, 100K a day, but their ROAS is like 1.2 or some shit like that. It's absolutely garbage. And at the end of the day, after their product costs and everything, it's actually quite low, right? So don't get too focused on the fact that you have to be doing 100K a day to be absolutely crushing it. Obviously, that is amazing, but like I've done 90, 80, 90K days, right, in the past. And I found back then, actually, after all the costs of logistics, tax, everything, I was actually, really just treading water, right? So understand that at the end of the day, following this strategy, you're sort of all good to go. Now, I just sort of wanted to make this video on this, and I'll be making more videos that are just sort of more like this as I keep learning more as well, especially as I'm doing a lot more UGC content. I'm going to be doing TikTok shop as I learn a lot more about that. I'm just going to sort of share it all. Check out my second channel as well. It'll be revealing more of these types of videos because I want to build a second channel because this channel, I just don't seem to get a huge amount of views, full transparency. I don't know what it is, if the algorithm. I want to start fresh as well, doing the exact same approach, giving out everything I sort of learn. So, but I will be continually making content here because I do enjoy it and I want to try and obviously rebuild it and just keep doing both at the same time. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video. I hope this has been helpful. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. It always helps the channel to support the channel. Otherwise, thank you very much for your time. Have a lovely day. Take care and goodbye.